What's the first thing you think of when you see a bottle of ketchup? Fries? Burgers? How about a cure for diarrhea? Yep. In the 1830s, ketchup wasn't a condiment. It was sold as medicine. A doctor claimed that tomatoes could cure a whole range of illnesses. He concentrated his new tomato ketchup into pills. And for a few years, they were one of the most popular medicines in America. The craze didn't last, mostly because copycats started selling fake pills that didn't even have tomatoes in them. But for a short time, the most common way to have ketchup was prescribed by your doctor. Have you ever learned a new word and then suddenly you start seeing and hearing it everywhere? Or you notice a cool car on the road, and for the next week you see that exact same model constantly? Are there suddenly more of them in the world? Nope. Your brain is just playing a trick on you. It's a cognitive bias called the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon or the frequency illusion. When you learn something new, your brain's pattern detection system gets an upgrade. It's not that the thing appears more often. Your brain is just suddenly programmed to spot it. So you haven't unlocked a superpower. You've just activated a software update for your brain. What's the loudest animal in the ocean? A blue whale? Nope, it's this tiny guy, the pistol shrimp. And its secret weapon isn't its voice, it's a bubble. The shrimp snaps its oversized claw shut so fast, faster than the blink of an eye, that it creates a high-pressure bubble. This bubble immediately collapses on itself with such force that for a split second it generates a sound louder than a jet engine and a flash of light that burns almost as hot as the surface of the sun. The resulting shockwave is enough to stun or even kill nearby fish. It's a supersonic, superheated punch delivered by a bubble. How was the microwave invented? Was it a team of scientists trying to cook food faster? Not even close. It was a complete accident, and it happened thanks to military-grade weapons tech. In 1945, an engineer named Percy Spencer was testing a magnetron, a key component in radar systems. During the test, he reached into his pocket and found a gooey, melted mess. The candy bar he'd been saving was completely cooked. He had a hunch, so he aimed the machine at some popcorn kernels, and they instantly exploded everywhere. He realized the radar waves were heating the food from the inside out. And that's how a machine designed for war accidentally ended up in your kitchen, just to reheat last night's pizza. Clicking the save icon is something we do every day without thinking. But have you ever stopped to really look at it? What is that little square thing with the slider? For a whole generation of computer users, that's not just an icon. It's a real object, a floppy disk. Before the cloud, before USB drives, this is how you saved and carried your files. You'd slide this plastic disk into your computer, and with a whirring, chugging sound, it would save a tiny amount of data. The technology is long dead, but the symbol is so iconic that we all still use it, even if many people have no idea what it actually is. It's basically a digital fossil we click on every day. Meet the axolotl. It looks like a real-life Pokemon. But its secret is way cooler than just being cute. It has a real-life superpower, extreme regeneration. If it loses a leg, it just grows a new one. Perfect, no scars. But it doesn't stop there. An axolotl can regenerate its spine, its jaw, and even damaged parts of its heart and brain. How? It's basically a baby that never grows up. It stays in a juvenile, larval state its entire life. which means its body is constantly ready to rebuild itself from almost any injury. It's not just healing, it's completely rebuilding its body on demand. Quick, picture a Viking. What are they wearing on their head? A helmet with big pointy horns, right? Well, that image is a complete lie. Archaeologists have excavated countless Viking settlements, and they have never, ever found a helmet with horns on it. So where did this huge myth come from? An opera. In the 1870s, a costume designer for a famous German opera decided that horned helmets just looked more dramatic and menacing on stage. The image was so powerful that it stuck, spreading through paintings, books, and eventually movies. So while the real Vikings were definitely fearsome warriors, their headwear was a lot more practical. So the horned helmet is pure fiction, created for the theater. If you tune an old shortwave radio to just the right frequency, you might hear something unsettling. A strange, automated voice, reading endless strings of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've just found a number station. These are mysterious, anonymous radio broadcasts that have been happening for decades, and no one officially knows who's behind them. The leading theory is that they're a way for intelligence agencies to send secret, coded messages to spies operating in the field. They have creepy nicknames like the Buzzer or Lincolnshire Poacher. And some have been broadcasting the same strange signals for over 40 years. They are ghosts in the machine, broadcasting secrets across the globe. And they are still out there, right now. You know this guy, right? The Halloween jack-o'-lantern. But the originals weren't pumpkins at all. They were way, way creepier. They were carved out of turnips. The tradition comes from an Irish myth about a man named Stingy Jack, a trickster doomed to roam the earth forever, with only a burning coal inside a hollowed-out turnip to light his way. People started carving their own scary faces into turnips and potatoes to frighten away his wandering sove. When Irish immigrants came to America, they found that native pumpkins were much bigger and way easier to carve. So the friendly pumpkin on your doorstep actually started out as a terrifying, haunted turnip. What's the toughest animal on Earth? A lion? A grizzly bear? Not even close. It's this microscopic creature that looks like a tiny, 8-legged gummy bear. Meet the tardigrade. They are virtually indestructible and have a real-life superpower. They can be boiled, frozen to absolute zero, and crushed by pressures 6 times greater than the deepest part of the ocean. But scientists took it one step further. They literally blasted them into the vacuum of outer space, exposing them to deadly cosmic radiation. And when they came back to Earth, they were fine. Some even had babies. So the toughest known animal is a microscopic water bear that can survive the apocalypse and space.